Yo, welcome to the lot. Hey, have I ever show for you guys today? Have I ever show for you guys today, man? Have I ever show for you guys today? This one's gonna be one for the books. It's gonna be a long stream too, very long stream, because I haven't been able to go live in a while. And I'm like, you know, we gotta go crazy here. We gotta go crazy with this one, right? All right, let me just pull up some things real quick. Got a couple things to pull up real quick. Then, oh, Lord, can't start over there, man. What the? Okay. What do we want to start with right now? Because, you know, man, there's so much to go over today. Ooh, okay. Let's see what we're working with here right now. Sure. I'm gonna turn my cam on real quick. Just give me a couple seconds. Pulling up some files, you know? It's gonna be an awesome stream. Where are we? Messages. I'm gonna shrink that. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna start off with probably. Should we start off with Ilhan Omar? Oh no! I actually saw a video last night that I want to start off this show with, and then we're gonna hit, and then we're gonna touch on Pearl, because there's a clip of Pearl that I wanna react to actually. Man, there's so much going on in the internet, right? Oh yes. Okay. Did I not send that video to myself? That's crazy. Oh, here we go. Miss Little. All right, we're gonna put this right here real quick. This is what we're starting off with. It's gonna be an interesting video for the people, right? I'm gonna put that right here. Just setting up some stuff real quick. Gonna have that right there. And man, I don't think I remember where I can find that clip actually. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. It's Christmas time, you know? Pearl Davis. Wait. I wonder if I send that to my... Morality. Is it the morality thing? I think it's the morality thing. I think it's the morale. But wait, did I not send that video to myself actually? Alright, let me look at it real quick. Pretty sure I send it to myself. Complicated business, folks. Let's let me pull up the clip real quick. Just gotta find the clip. It wasn't that organized today, you know what I'm saying? Oh, here we go. Okay, I have it. Okay, so we can start off. You know, we're gonna start off with the lovely lady here, right? You know. Should I? Ooh, what's better? What's better? Which better way to use this? Is that a better way? We're gonna extend it just a little bit. Okay. It's TikTok, right? All right. Is the music too loud? No, it's slow. All right. So this lovely lady, right? This lovely lady we have on the right here, right? Every man's dream. I'm telling you. The thing she says, amazing, right? They're so amazing. I think any male would fall for it, right? But over here on this side of heaven, right? We understand what's really going down behind the curtain. You know, when these females out here talking like, oh, you know, they love an ambitious man, you know, an ambitious man is good. But really what they're not telling you is that, right? That they only like an ambitious man because it's for their own selfish reasons and desire, right? And I think this video here flourish with Lori or whatever her name is, right? I think this video displays that perfectly, right? I don't even have to really say anything when it comes to her explaining this video. Just listen to what she has to say, right? She display this phenomenon, and we're just listen to the clip, right? Listen, done with the yapping. Just listen to what this female has to say, right?
The ambitious man won't bring you peace, but he will bring you pride. Being with an ambitious man doesn't mean quiet nights and early bedtimes. It means the house is dark when you wake up and still dark when you go to sleep because he's already gone and not back yet. He's out there hustling. He doesn't sweet talk in the mornings.
Let's restart this, right? Ooh,
the ambitious man won't bring you peace, but he will bring you pride. Being with an ambitious man doesn't mean quiet nights and early bedtimes. It means the house is dark when you wake up and still dark when you go to sleep because he's already gone and not back yet. He's out there hustling. He doesn't sweet talk in the mornings. He's staring at the ceiling, planning moves that you will never understand until they pay off maybe 5 years later. He will forget your birthday sometimes, maybe an anniversary. He might miss the kids' recitals. He will be working on Christmas morning while everybody else is opening presents. He might be on his phone at the beach, at the dinner table, at the hospital when the baby's born. But he will never forget the life that he has promised you. He comes home late, eyes red, pockets sometimes empty, but his mind is full for tomorrow because he's already planning ahead. And when he looks at you, even for 3 seconds, it's like saying, hold on, I am building us an empire. Please be patient with me. He's not ignoring you. He is out there hunting. Every hour he is gone is another brick in the wall that keeps the bad wolves away forever. He's doing that for you. He might be moody. He might disappear into his thoughts. He might snap when the numbers don't add up. But guess what? He still will never quit for you. Never settle, and never let his family stay small. He might not sell you some comfort today, but he sells you some power tomorrow. Marry the ambitious man if you can handle that storm, because when the storm ends, you will not be sitting in traffic worrying about bills. You'll be sitting on top of the world he refused to live beneath. He might not give you an easy life, but he is going to give you a legendary one, so choose carefully. Most women want to be loved gently. Only a few are built to be loved fiercely by a man who is busy becoming unstoppable. The ambitious man.
This is crazy, right? Like, this is crazy. This is a crazy clip. And I saw the clip and I was like, wow. You know, they talk about this ambitious man, right? And listen. She mentioned some nice things. He's out there working. Like a man should do. Man should be out there working, you know, provide, and especially if he has a family, provide for that family and take care of that family, right? But what she's not telling you is that the reason why she wants an ambitious man or male is because for her own selfish reasons. She literally, everything she talks about was just about her and how the man sold her a dream, tell her all of these nice things that he wants to do. He might not be there yet, but guess what? I see that he's putting in the work. I see that he's hustling. She's loving this guy off of her imagination and the dream that was told to her, right? And the funny thing is, right, he might not be there yet, but every day she get up and she's judging you. She's looking at your actions. She's looking at what you're doing to get there, right? And if you do something that she does not like or approve of, all hell breaks loose at the end of the day, right? It might take you 10 years, might take you 15 years, but guess what? You sold her a dream, and that's the dream that she's betting on you. That dream that you told her, you pretty much lied to her. That's what you did, right? Because you know what? You want to be the master of your own reality, right? You want to make these moves, and the only reason why you want to make these moves is because of this female that you have in your life, right? You're doing it because of her. She's the reason that you're ambitious, right? Because you want to keep her, you want to make her happy, you want to buy her all of these nice stuff that will make her happy, right? So really, why are you ambitious and why are you doing it? Ask yourself that question. Is it for you to get a woman? Is it for you to want this lavish lifestyle, right, that you see people portray on the internet, right? Is that the reason, right? So you can have a family, so you can be happy and have the life that America or Canada or wherever you live in portrays to you that will make you happy. Is that why you're doing it? Or are you just living life and just doing what is in front of you, right? So what I'm getting here is that the female, she likes you because you're ambitious. And you're only ambitious because of her, because you promised her this fantasy, this imagination, this imaginary fantasy life that you want to build for her, right? And she's betting on you because of that. It may not come true. It may come true. Who knows? But she's going to time you. And when that timer runs out, all hell break loose. She's gonna turn into someone you don't know because you lied to her. And if I'm not mistaken, in the state, right? I know of a story of this female, right? Her ex-husband, formerly husband, you know, told her all of this story that we're gonna have a family, we're gonna do all of these things, and he was out there making the money, getting the bag, and then for some reason they broke up, and then she's suing him for her younger age or time limit or younger, what do you call it? The younger former of her life. She stayed with him hoping that they would have a family, but for whatever reason they broke up, and now she's older, she's with her other now former husband. She's now with her new husband, I should say, right? And now she's going back at her former husband because he took away her younger years. She's taking no responsibility to say, listen, he lied to me. He planted me a dream, a fantasy in my mind, right? And I went along with it. No responsibility. She's taking no responsibility for herself. And the male is responsible for himself as well because he wanted her to be in his life so much. He's looking for love. He's looking for all of those stuff, right? Affection, love, and all of that. And you paint her this picture, fantasy, imagination, what life could be like with me when I, get this big dream that I'm planning in my head. Not realizing that both of them are they are with evil. They're living in hell, getting all of this imaginary illusion, right, from the devil, not realizing that they're separated from God, which is so interesting, right? Because nothing, if you can look in your life, nothing you ever planned ever goes the way you planned it. Never. It never goes how you planned it. You always have to just do what is in front of you. And the ambitious man only benefits her in the end of the story. The end of the story, the ambitious man only benefits her. Because he is striving to make all of this happen just so he can make her happy. Not realizing that you, the male, you're controlled by a female. You're literally controlled by a female. Not realizing that. Because society sells you all of this. It sells you this. This is what society kind of strive off, right? Oh, get the pretty wife, make the money. That will make you happy. But yet you get the wife, yet you get the money, yet you get a nice car, and you're still miserable. Miserable, I tell you. So this was just such an interesting video, right? I found it very, very interesting. All right. Now, oh man. The funny thing about this video? The next video that's coming up, right? This video that's coming up. It's a very interesting video. Very, very interesting video. I'm just gonna drag it across here.
Like there's a special morality.
We're gonna shrink it for a little bit. So, this is Pearl Davis.
Just for men.
Wait, what the? So this is Pearl Davis, right? Pearl Davis. Some of you guys might know her. She's having her talk, right? She's having a talk with this, what do you call it? Let me see. Lola or Leela Grace Rose, right? Whatever, right? Discussion and porn and usage by man, and Lala flat out refused to recognize that it's not her place to lecture men about this or any other issue, like will not give up on the right to nag man ever because of the image, I don't know what DEI at the end was for, but so she's here trying to lecture males and shouldn't watch porn, shouldn't do these things, morality, it's not moral for you to watch these things. I'm like, okay, but then Pearl attacked her. I mean, not attack her, but I was like, get her, Pearl, get her. Even though I don't watch Pearl content, honestly, because, man, these women should be in the kitchen making some sandwich, you know what I'm saying? These women shouldn't be out here trying to lecture males and what to do, man. That's crazy, right? I find that crazy, right? But, man, this clip is so funny. Let's just watch this clip right now.
It's not like men are given advice that is not on morality. It's not like there's a special morality just for men when it
Bro, what?
comes to sex, and a special morality for women. The sexual morality that we're given, not by me, not by you, by God and natural law, God's natural law, and also you can...
What is she even talking about, bro? She's talking about God and morality, and yet You know what? Just let the clip play, because I'm
see
gonna
it
go
through
off
divine
on it,
revelation and the
right?
tradition of the church, is a morality for both men and women, married and unmarried. And its core is chastity, which is virtue. Men are called to it and women are called to it. And when men aren't living virtue or women aren't living in virtue, both of them can become increasingly haywire. We hurt each other. Then the war of the sexes commences. So speaking against porn is not just about men, it's about men and women.
Yeah, I think that you will lose more people than you help, because no men want to be nagged by women
That's a fact, bro.
about what they should and shouldn't do. And as I've said before, any woman that tells men what to do is a feminist, because you are applying that you have authority and you are equal.
Interesting.
And I don't think you are. So I would say we are subordinates.
Well, I think men and women are made equal in dignity before God, and they're both made in the image of God.
Do you believe in the
But
natural? Do you believe in the natural
curious
order?
if I can ask you a question. Would it be okay if I ask you a question?
Do you believe in the natural order of the world?
I absolutely do.
What is this guy?
Would it be okay if I asked you a
So
question?
that would be a hierarchy, correct?
It includes order and hierarchy. Yes, I agree with that.
So again,
Yep.
it just goes back to the same question. The war of the sexes, I would say, is women challenging men's authority. And I would argue that you are the same as a blue-haired feminist.
Ooh, shots fired, right? Shots fired.
Because
ask
by
you your
nagging and telling men what to do, you are doing the same thing. You are implying that you are equal, which is what feminism fought for. So anyways, I will unmute you, but I do want to show that you are also interrupting me. So
Yeah, Pearl, muting your guests is a very disrespectful thing to do.
okay, and I'm going to do it again.
Ooh.
Yeah, again, you can nag these simps. You can't nag me.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know how much she's muting me. So if she's just going to keep muting me, I don't know there's a point of being able to have a discussion.
Okay.
So I don't know how much she's joking about muting me constantly. I don't know. I don't see her muting, so I don't know how much she's doing it. But it might make sense to not to have the conversation if she can't have it in good faith.
Yeah, you can.
Ooh, you're hurting your ego, man. What the?
It's a really bad faith conversation if she's just going to mute.
I'm having a good faith. The problem is, here's the
Girl,
challenge. Actually,
Can you hear me? Am I muted
So
or
you
not?
get to
Can you
go
hear
on
me?
these. You go on these shows and you do over.
Girl, can you hear me?
Monologue, and you're kind of used to doing it. So it's again.
Pearl, can you hear me right now?
Virtue signaling.
Pearl,
I do.
are you listening? Can you hear me? Okay.
I do hear you.
If you continue to mute me, I don't even know when you're muting me or not. I'm not going to be able to have a conversation with you. I don't think you're acting.
Bitch, leave that. Like, this is your show. One person talk at a time. Like, what the?
In good faith right now. So I'm gonna have to end this stream with you if you're gonna continue to mute me.
How long is this? She mute him and mute her again? What a mess. What a mess. Okay. You know what? I actually want to touch on some things here because,
It's not like men are given advice that is not on morality. It's not like there's a special morality just for men when it comes to sex and a special morality for women. The sexual morality that we're given, not by me, not by you, by God and natural law.
I mean, where's the morality? Where does she get her morality? She's calling her, parents import morality onto you. It's like, oh, say thank you, or help people, or what's another example? Do this because it's good to do this, or don't do this because it's not good in the eyes of other people. Or you'll raise your kids to share when they don't want to share their things. You'll force them to do it, and you'll say, oh, it's good to do these things, right? That's not morality from God. The parents actually import their morality that they got from their previous parents onto you, and now you're putting onto your kids. So for her to sit up here and say, oh, morality by God, you don't even know what that means. She doesn't even knows what that means. He's talking about all these evil things that you tell your kids to do. you impose them onto them, and then you conform them to society and what society tell them they should do, and then you're up here sitting on the high chair saying morality, these moralities. You don't even know what moralities are.
God's natural law, and also you can see it through divine revelation and the tradition of the church, is a morality for both men and women, married and unmarried, and its core is chastity, which is virtue. Men are called to it.
Oh, this virtue, be saint, and da 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 da. At this point,
And women are
this woman is crazy.
Called to it.
Right?
And when men aren't living virtue or women aren't living in virtue, both of them can become increasingly haywire. We hurt each other. Then the war of the sexes commences. So speaking against porn is not just about men, it's about men and women.
Yeah, I think that you will lose more people than you help, because no men want to be nagged by women about what they should and shouldn't do. And as I've said before, any woman that tells men what to do is a feminist.
Ooh, is Pearl right on this? Is this so-called Republican woman a feminist? Is she a feminist? Wait, does she have? I think she's married, right? And she has kids, right? That's the funniest thing. Look at it. She's up here talking about morality and all of these fantastic, fiery tongue and sound good, and just for the viewers, right? To gain viewers, to do all of these things. I mean, the truth is not popular. The truth is not popular. It's not popular, right? And nothing that she's saying is the truth, right? She's saying, man, or out here watching porn and all of these things. But yet, and then she's talking about morality and virtue and all of these things. Where's the virtue in her? Where's the morality and virtue in her? She's virtue signal, right? She's a Republican or right-wing conservative. Right-wing conservative women, they're no better than a liberal feminist. They're really no better, because you disagree with them, you marry them, you disagree with them, you have kids with them. They will destroy you way faster, way harder than a liberal woman, because they claim to know the law, right? But back to it. She's married. I'm not sure if she has kids, but if she has kids, where's her morality to know that as a mother you need to be there for your kids? Why are you on a podcast? You're married. Why are you even working? Right? It's not the law of God. You're up here talking about God, but yet you're not doing what was in the law of God to do. That's kind of crazy, right?
Because you are applying that you have authority and you are equal. And I don't think you are. So I would say we are subordinates.
Well, I think
That's kind of crazy. No, I just want to make sure that the stream is up and running. No?
men and women are made equal in dignity before God, and they're both made in the image of God.
You know, before we touch on the man and woman part being equal and image of God and all of this blah, 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 the Dracula talk, right? You know the funniest thing? These females, like her, Pearl doesn't have kids, right? She's allowed to work. How is she going to pay for her bills and take care of herself, right? She's not giving advice to men, right? But these females that think they should be out here giving advice to males and da-da-da-da. Who's your leader? Who is your leader? You got a husband. Surely he doesn't seem like he's a good leader. He has you here on podcasts when you should be taking care of the kids. If you do have kids, why are you working? Why are you even working when you have a husband? She hates her husband. She hates her husband. What a mess, right? She wants to take away the natural roles. First thing she said, man and woman are equal. They're created equal in God's eyes, right? She threw these lines out to defend herself out here working and try to tell males what to do, right? And yet she's here neglecting her sons and daughters. If she has sons or daughters, right? So you're neglecting them. Where's the love in that? Where is the love in that? Why are you not there taking care of your kids? That's kind of crazy. but you want out your virtue signal about virtue and morality and all of these things. Bitch don't even have morality. Where does she get it from? Definitely not from God.
Do you believe in the
But
natural? Do you believe in the
I'm
natural
curious
order?
if
do you
I can
believe
ask
in the
you
natural-
Wait, can I even say that word on TikTok?
question.
do
Would
you
it be okay
believe
if I
in
ask
the
you a question?
natural- Do you believe in the natural order of the world?
I absolutely do.
Of the world? Or
Would it be
of
okay if I
God?
ask you a
So that would be a
question?
hierarchy, correct?
It includes order and hierarchy. Yes, I agree with that.
So again,
Yep.
it just goes back to the same question. The war of the sexes, I would say, is women challenging men's authority. And I would argue that you are the same as a blue-haired feminist.
Amazing.
Because
Let me ask you your
by nagging and telling men what to do, you are doing the same thing. You are implying that you are equal, which is what feminism fought for. So anyways, I will unmute you, but I do want to show that you are also interrupting me. So
Yeah, Pearl.
I mean, she's a feminist is not even a word, right? It's a control mechanism. She's evil. She has kids. I mean, if she has kids, she's out here not taking care of her kids. She wants to be on podcasts, and she wants to take away the natural role of a man. She wants to be a man. How can you love God when you don't even love the man that you can see right in front of you? It's kind of crazy, right? She's crazy. Man, I've got a lot of crazy clips today to put.
Isaiah is.
Okay, let's listen to this other female talk about God. It's kind of funny to me. This one is kind of funny.
Isaiah is very clearly talking about the Jewish people, even though it's in the singular form. So I'm going to answer the question.
Please.
Messiah has not come yet because none of the signs have really happened yet, and it could be that I believe we're in the birth pangs, which is why
She said none of the signs have not happened yet. What sign is she talking about?
the world is so chaotic. But I would say almost none of the messianic prophecies have come true.
The Isaiah 53 passage is very clearly talking about a Messiah. I don't think that Israel can atone itself. Obviously, as we've already discussed, Israel is a stiff-necked nation. They've fallen into idolatry many times. And like Majida so eloquently pointed out earlier, they murder their prophets. And so I don't necessarily know that you guys would recognize the Messiah even if there was a Messiah. Because
Ooh. She hits the head on the nail with that one. And that's a true statement. Most people wouldn't know the Messiah, even if the Messiah slap you right in the face, right?
the pattern is killing any prophet that says not to do a certain
We killed
thing.
Moses.
You murder.
Oh, she brought up Moses. Okay. Moses lead the Israelites out of the wilderness, right? They wanted to be free, so I don't think they would kill Moses, you know?
Murder your. I didn't say all of your prophets.
You just said all of your. You just said all of your
Okay,
prophets.
let me clarify. You murder your prophets.
You just said
many
all
them.
of your
Please stop
prophets.
cutting me off.
That's
Please
not
stop.
true.
See, this is where things always go down the hill with females. This is where it always goes down the hill, right? Because they're arguing about Jesus, the Messiah, the Savior, the Lord, God. They're arguing about the Messiah, the one that was sent by God, the Son, to set us free, right? Which he did. He did set us free, right? They're arguing about he hasn't come back yet. We haven't seen any signs. The messianic prophets, they haven't been fulfilled. They're arguing about, listen. The other black chick said if the Messiah came and tell you not to do these things, you guys would probably kill him, right? Which is interesting. They probably would kill him, I'm not gonna lie. I think most people in the world would probably kill him, especially the liberals and the conservative. Really, there's no difference between them, right? There's really no difference because it's insane, man. So check this out, right? Check this out. Now, egos are in the room. She wants to correct him. Listen. She said Israel would probably kill him if he came now, right? If he came now, Israel would probably kill him. She got offended. We didn't kill Moses. She's trying to defend her people now. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to defend her people. Now she's triggered. so-called trigger word. She's triggered. She's trying to defend herself. She's thinking about her people. She's thinking about herself, right? She's thinking about, oh, this black girl just attacked me and my people. I need to defend them, right? I need to defend them, right? And now the black girl is now offended. She's now offended because, listen, I'm talking, you're cutting me off, right? I think that's kind of fair to say. I have the floor now, I'm talking, don't cut me off. To a certain extent, right? But watch the cat fight now, watch this.
Communicating.
That's not true.
So you can respond to me, but don't cut me off.
Just said something not
you
true
can
with all due
respond
respect.
to me when I'm done.
Okay, all right.
So
We
please
don't
stop
murder
cutting
all
me
of our
off.
prophets.
No, stop cutting me off.
She can rephrase it. She can
Right.
say
That's all I asked. I'm not.
So words offend me. Your words and the way you phrase it offend me. Not realizing that you're thinking of yourself and your people, and that leads you, because you're not conscious at this point, right? I don't know if they were even conscious in the first place, because what they're talking about kind of makes no sense, right? They're talking about the Messiah hasn't come back yet, but the Messiah already came back. He said he's gonna leave his disciples, he's gonna leave them, and he's not gonna leave them as orphans. He's gonna send a teacher, he's gonna send a teacher to help them. And we should always be present with him. Always stay present. So if you stay present, you're with the Messiah. You're with Jesus Christ, because his word was to always stay present with him, right? Going unconscious and thinking of oneself that does not exist, right? Once you think of yourself and you think that person is attacking you, you get angry. And guess what? By getting angry, you're one with evil. Because now you judge yourself, not realizing that the thought you had, judge yourself. Now you're judging the other person. And by doing that, you've sinned. You have actually sinned. Because now you have anger towards that person. And now you're unconscious trying to defend yourself, driven by evil, by going unconscious. So they're both arguing a nonsensical point, in my perspective, because they're both full of anger, and that's how women are. Evil live inside of the female, in males too, but it's the woman that bring it on the earth, because they get to raise these kids when that's not how it's supposed to be, right? And that's why they react. The devil in her won't react and try to defend her. She's trying to defend her feelings, right? Which is driving her to do crazy things. To go at the black girl, which is now gonna defend herself, her point, because her point is the true point. When there is just two evil fighting against each other for control, to see who is right, when really they're both blind. That's crazy, right? It's just so interesting to see, man, because unconsciousness is the root of all evil, right? That's the root of all evil. Well, enough of that. Let's get to some spicier topics today, because this one is kind of crazy. This one kind of blows my mind. Right?
It's a $3.8 million grant that went to the Lebanese Armed Forces Mountain Warfare Ski Soldier School last year. And the purpose of the grant, from my understanding of the text, is to build multi-gender occupancy at Lebanese Ski Soldier School. Could you explain to Hungary taxpayers why it would be a good use of their money to send $4 million to Lebanese Ski Soldier School for multi-gender occupancy?
I do think there's a lot of benefits that we could cite just in terms of why we actually provide money internationally. And perhaps I could just turn to my colleagues who could provide a little bit more detail just in terms of some of that rationale.
Yeah, thanks very much for your question.
What?
And supporting international development it's not about choosing between helping others and helping ourselves. It's really about recognizing that we live in this interconnected world where global stability, health, and prosperity directly affect Canadians. So we take the perspective that by addressing issues like poverty, like inequality and conflict in countries around the world, whether it's Global South or other countries where poverty exists or security challenges exist, as they do in Lebanon, Canada's international assistance directly supports Canadians' security, their prosperity, as well as their well-being.
What is she even talking about, bro?
Take your answer to be that.
Yeah, just answer the question. I'm like, just answer the question, bro.
That multi-gender occupancy at ski soldier schools is going to help Canadians pay for their rent somehow. It's a $3.8 million grant that went to the...
I don't know how the end of this clip go, but bitch is crazy. Bitch is actually crazy. I don't even know if I can say that on TikTok, but bitch is crazy, right? She's out here talking about, oh, we want to help people because we're living this is a world of nations, and we want to help people so we can feel good about ourselves, while ruining Canadians. Why are women even in government, bro? I don't understand. They're in government and they're gonna ruin it because it's all about their feelings, which is of the devil. That's all I can say about that, right? Which is crazy. It's crazy, right? Okay, normally I don't react to these clips because they're kind of degenerate, but I think this one is kind of interesting.
Y'all people who come here.
So, give you a rundown, right? This guy, Israel, I think his name is. I've seen him a bunch of times. He's, out there asking these girls, young girls that are clubbing, partying, questions, right? Asking them questions about... I forgot what question he asked her, but normally the questions like, are you wifey type? Are you marriageable? What would your man think seeing a video of you in the next 5-7 years? You just like this and out you're being like this, right? What would he think? Questions like those, right? But
y'all people who come here and do videos are weirdos. I hope you know that.
We do.
With that shirt and that tape measure, I know you're a fucking weirdo,
It's
bro.
okay.
Oh, I didn't realize they curse, man. Sorry for the language, man.
It's okay.
Why do you hate people like that?
I don't hate people. I just think you're.
No, but you're like
No,
trying to make me feel bad.
And you do it for the clicks, and I appreciate that. But I hope you find a better demographic to interview than drunk girls at some point in your life.
All right, what is this?
Especially drunk high school girls.
What is that? What is
High school girls, that's crazy.
what is this scene right here? What does everyone come here for?
It's to drink and have a good time, and not to get interviewed by weirdos.
What am I
like
trying
you.
to do?
Talk to high school girls.
Then why are they doing here? Why you letting them come out here if they're high school?
That's a very good question.
What do they
Because
let
we're
me?
graduating. You're fucking graduating.
Yeah.
That ain't your fucking problem, bro.
Wait. Why do they let me?
And why do you care?
Why do you let me? They
just
would
said they're
never
high school.
try
And why
and
do you
control
care?
us like that.
No.
She just said they would never try to control us like that. That's a crazy statement.
Y'all people who come here and do.
That's a crazy statement. High school girls, how old are they? Like, should they be out drinking and getting drunk for these guys, older guys, to take advantage of them? And these guys are so dumb, right? They're so dumb because they're high school kids, and they take them out to get them drunk so they can have a good time with them, and then the next day they're catching a case. You're literally catching a case because guess what? You're looking for this feel good moment, right? You're looking to satisfy this urge of wanting love and this feel good moment that your mom have given to you. You're still controlled by your mother. These feelings that you have, they don't belong to you. They were given to you by your mother when she imposed her will onto you, and now you're looking for love. You're looking for this sex, right? But you realize, and a lot of guys know this, that women, they don't have love to give, right? Women, they don't have love to give, right? So you start using them for your own benefit. You start just running through them just so you can feel good and be comfortable about yourself, right? So you use them. And you become a slut maker by turning them into sluts because you have no love for these females. If you had love, if he actually loved the so-called high school girls, he would have told her to stay home. You're underage. You shouldn't be out here getting drunk. You shouldn't be drinking. But guess what? He'd rather have that S word with her so he can feel good about himself, right? And that same action that it's evil, it's gonna get him into it's gonna get him in trouble because you're gonna wake up the next day, feel bad, judge herself, judge him, and she's gonna get angry and go after him, and he's gonna probably end up in jail. I'm just speculating at this point, but that's most likely what will happen, right? That's most likely what will happen because she's underage, bro. Like that's crazy. Right? Okay. So do I want to touch more on that clip? I'm not too sure, right? But what is this?
We don't want those people.
Yo, Trump is a savage, man. I gotta play this clip. Hold on. Before I touch that clip, in Canada.
And how they are conditioning vulnerable populations such as teens, particularly young men.
Here in Canada, right? Here in Canada, right? There's a little thing going on where you're like, government experts says male influencer who promote fitness and the right-wing ideology should be censored in Canada, right? Should be censored in Canada, right? Check that out. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? They're telling you, you promote fitness and being in health and taking care of yourself, right? That's not a good thing because what good can come out of you taking care of yourself? They want you to be fat, lazy, depressed, because that's how the enemy controls you. They warped your mind for you to keep judging yourself so you stay in hell, and they can manipulate and control you, right? This man sending me his dinner. I know he's gay, right? All right.
And how they are conditioning vulnerable populations such as teens, particularly young men. What patterns are you seeing in how algorithmic content and influencer culture are shaping early attitudes towards gender? And what makes these online narratives so effective at pulling vulnerable young men into misogynistic worldviews?
Thank you for that question.
Massive misogynistic worldviews.
Young
crazy.
boys and young men are looking to the internet, turning to the internet for connection, to learn about dating, to learn about what it means to be a young man, and looking for social supports and looking to figure themselves out. And as they do these searches, they are presented with these deeply misogynistic and hateful videos and resources put out by these social influencers. We are seeing more and more.
Can we get a beta in the chat? Beta male!
More of that kind of impact. And these young
what
men.
A beta!
And how they are conditioning
Yo, what a beta!
Young men start to take on those narratives. They start to accept those ideologies, those ways, those narratives, those.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Canadian males, they're so weak. They're so weak, it's hilarious.
Advices that are often disguised as improving, improving self-esteem, improving their own looks and physique and so forth, but often incorporating deeply hateful, misogynistic attitudes, blaming women, blaming immigrants and newcomer communities for all the problems that men, boys, and young men are experiencing today. That more and more young people are falling prey to those types of narratives in the absence of good, positive role models, influencers that
Name us one good role model that you think is a good role model. Name us one.
talk about what it means to be to young men, start to take on those narratives. They start to accept those ideologies, to shed those harmful gender stereotypes and social norms that so many young men are pressured to live with and grow up believing in. We need to change that around. We need to quiet those hateful voices, misogynistic voices, and instead present good role model voices, influencers who can share supportive, allied narratives that young men can take on.
What an evil male. What an evil male. He's telling you, listen, we don't want you to influence the youth to be in shape, take care of themselves, be healthy, We can't have that. We want to actually make these people lazy, fat, unworthy, so they stay our puppets so we can control them. Because when you're depressed, you're one with evil and you're easily control and manipulate. You it's so easy because you're living in fear, you're living in your imagination, you can't see the truth, and because you're in your imagination and you're depressed, you're separated from God, and you're only in hell being controlled by evil. These people want you to stay miserable so they can control you. Oh, they blame women, they blame immigrants. What is this guy even talking about? I have no idea. Yo, what is this guy even talking about, bro? What the? Right?
In order for a man to show he...
Oh, Lord. Can I play this? Am I going to get copyright for this? Maybe if I play the voice. I'll play the voice. I'm just going to play the voice, okay? I'm just going to play the voice. The voice.
In order for a man to show he really cares, he has to spend some money. So for me, I asked 3 different men.
For a man to show that he cares, he has to pay money. Bro, if that's not a setup, I don't know what that is. If that is not a setup, I don't know what that is. That's the biggest setup I've ever heard in my life, right? That's the biggest setup if I've ever heard one in my life.
In order for a man to show he really cares, he has to spend some money. So for me, I asked 3 different men. My
3 different men. What a slut.
Body's so sore, I feel like I need a massage. One answer was, dang, I would love to, but I'm not in the position right now. I understand that. Oh my God, you're used to a $300 massage? Let me send you $150. Matter of fact, here's $180 because that's what I have to offer. That's a real ass answer. Not gonna call your answer weak, but you didn't get one.
No, I did give an answer.
Nope. You responded with, oh, I didn't even see.
She's emotionally manipulating this guy. She's guilt tripping this guy. That's kind of crazy, right?
You said that you felt like you wanted a massage in the morning. I didn't get the message till 3 p.m.
Do you think that I couldn't get a massage in the evening?
Bro, she has 3 different men. Like, what is this guy even talking about, bro? What is this guy even talking about?
If a man wants to come and take care of me, you gotta understand what that entails, right?
This situation made Christina drop on my list just because she just seems like she wants my money. And if that is...
Oh, my money. She just want me for my money. What would let you think that, bro? What gave you that idea? She told her she has 3 men.
the narrative of the relationship, you gotta recalibrate.
In order for a man...
This guy is delusional. This bitch is crazy, right? This bitch is crazy. Right? And then he's gonna sit over here and say, listen, she wants me for my money. When she literally tell you, if you want to show that you love her,
and to show he really cares, he has to spend.
If you want to show that you really care, you gotta spend some money, bro. This woman, she doesn't even like you. She doesn't even want to be with you. She wants nothing to do with you. She just want to use you and abuse you. That's what she's telling you. And if you want to be with me, you better have money. You're not even be with me for me to use you. You better have money. You better have some use to me. And this is the trap most males fall under. They meet a woman, you know, they want to impress her, take her out on dates, these fancy, fly her out, take her on vacation. You're setting yourself up. Because now she's gonna judge you and say, oh, you got money, I can use you. She's gonna play the game until you run out of money. And then she's gonna she's always been this person. But then when you run out of money or you're not doing the things to make her happy, because that's so I guess you control her, but not really. She's controlling you by making you happy, by being around you, laughing with you, and pretending like she cares about you, but she's just only there for what she wants, right? And when you stop doing these things, all hell break loose, and you're like, oh, you're not the person I met in the beginning. Well, duh, she was always the person that you met in the beginning. You were just in this illusion of the prettiness that she displayed to you, the makeup, the long hair, all of these. Let's show you what she looks like, right? I can show you what she looks like, right? All of this, what do you call it? Fake, delusional, because women, that's all women do. They're fakes. There's nothing real about them, right? They give you this facade of beauty displayed in front of you. So you see this deception that they play, this illusion, right? And then they play nice to get what they want. And then at the end of the day, they will show you who they truly are, right? They will show you when you stop making them happy, when you stop catering to their feelings or their emotion. I don't know why a male would cater to their feelings or emotion, because she's just dragging you into hell with her, right? That's what she's doing. She's literally manipulating, controlling you. You're going in hell with her, right? And then all of a sudden the fantasy it's over, and now she's mad and cranky, and you guys are arguing. Now the fantasy and the honeymoon phase is over. You guys are fighting, right? And you're like, you're not the person I met. No, she was always that person. You were just in your imagination about her. It was just my imagination. Running away with me. You were in your imagination about her, right? That's crazy. Driven by evil. There's nothing good about women, man. They put on this facade. No woman is good. They put on this facade for you to judge them, and then you're in your imagination about her. It's just a perception. It's evil, right? And you're evil for being in your imagination about her, because it's not her fault that you end up in imagination land, right? It's not her fault. It's really, you're responsible for the evil inside of you. No one else is responsible for that evil, right? So we have some Trump clips that I want to play real quick before I hop off. Oh man, let's play this Ilhan Omar clip. I should. We have more guns in. Oh Lord, this is like Canada, right? This is definitely like. We have more guns. She said we need more guns, some more buyback guns. So. Breaking news, Ilhan Omar says she wants to force all Americans to register their guns so that the government can start a buyback program. Bitch need to go back to her country. Bitch want to come to US that is prospering and try to fix the US that is prospering, And her people is trying to make it worse because her people are crazy, right? Her people, they're crazy, right? They're crazy, right? But let's hear what she has to say.
In this country that we have humans. So one of the things, we have more guns in this country than we have humans. So one of the things that's going to be important is to create a registry. So we know where the guns are. We can know when they go into the wrong hands, when they're stolen. And we can actually start a buyback program. I know that some of the Minnesota legislators have had that legislation, and that's something that we should be thinking about on a federal level. We have more guns.
What is she even talking about? Buyback programs. People buy a gun and sell their gun at their own expense. Why does the government need to get involved in this? More than, license check, you're of age, you're qualified, you're not a criminal to buy a gun, right? And let's say you were even a criminal and you go to jail and now you come out. Who says you shouldn't be able to buy a gun, right? People can change, rarely, but people can change, right? Why does she need to track people? It's come like Canada, communist mentality, man. Guns are not a problem. People are the problem. I know what she's talking about. Maybe I need to hear the full context of that clip, but no. Do I want to touch on the Muslim things today? Maybe I'll leave that for another day. Because if I start ranting on that, it's not going to be... I'll leave that for another time. I'm just going to do a Muslim clip. A Muslim entire stream. Right? Yo, you know what's evil? This is actually evil. Let me play this clip. This clip is actually evil. This is an evil woman, right?
I love to overcharge white people and organizations and do pro bono.
Bro.
What?
Black. Wait. Let's just play this clip because that's interesting, right?
I love to overcharge white people and organizations and do pro bono work for Black orgs. And that's just me being very blunt. I will give them ridiculous rates, and then I'll have like a nonprofit or a Black org or somebody doing some work, and they'll be like, I've only got this much money. And I'm like, keep it. A white person just cut me a check. Let's do this for free. But
if that's not evil, I don't know what that is. Yo, can you imagine a white person going on the internet and saying this thing? When black people come to me, I just overcharge them. I overcharge them. And when a white person wants a work done, I don't even charge them. Because guess what? I just charge the black people. Yeah. Bitches out here saying this. That's crazy.
I will stand with you between the heaven.
Love to overcharge
and the earth. I will tell you where you are. Do you love me?
I love you.
I will stand with you.
That's
ridiculous. Charge white people.
Right? Isn't that, bro? Isn't that crazy? It would be outrage out there in the world by the blacks if a white person went up on the internet and say this. It's crazy, right? These black people don't love white people, bro. They don't love white people. They have no love for them, right? They hate them, right? And they just want to control and manipulate and use them. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy talk. I'll probably leave the Ray J stuff too. I'm gonna do that on another day. Oh, but this is kind of funny, bro. This is actually kind of funny. This is kind of funny. Right? Watch this.
Why do you blame the Biden administration?
Because they let them in. Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person. And there's a law passed that it's almost impossible not to get them out. You can't get them out once they come in. and they came in, and they were unvetted, they were unchecked, there were many of them, and they came in on big planes, and it was disgraceful. And if you look, you'll see there was a law passed. It makes it almost impossible not to let them in, not to certify them, so to speak, once they come in. And they came in, and they shouldn't have come in. And frankly, the whole thing was a mess. The whole Afghanistan situation was a mess. It should have never taken place. If we're going to go out, and we would have gone out because I had everybody ready to go, we were going to go out with strength and dignity and precision, and we would have left from Bagram, and we would have kept Bagram, by the way, because of its very close relationship to China and where they make their missiles. But when you let the people come in by the thousands and thousands and thousands, they made a terrible mistake. But they were incompetent, yeah.
Why do you blame the Biden administration?
Because
Trump said, "Are you stupid? Are you stupid?" That's actually a dumb question, actually, right? And this is referring to the Afghanistan male that shoot up was it the ICE agent? I don't think it was ICE agent. President Trump obliterate reporter, pull out Afghanistan, evacuate pack military planes, fire, I think this was in DC, if I'm not mistaken. This was in DC. I can't remember if they were ICE agent or just DC patrol or something like that, right? The man killed them. The Afghanistan male killed them, right? Which is kind of crazy. And this guy was somewhat... He came to the Biden administrative time, and then he got extended again by the Trump administrative office, right? Because it's hard to get them out. Trump is trying to deport people, and the liberals, they're going crazy after the Trump administration for doing it. Which I think Trump should just gather them and throw them out and don't care what these liberals have to say. Because they're becoming a problem. They're literally becoming a problem. They can't integrate in the country. In America really has no love. Because they only let in these people because they feel sorry for them. That's not love. Because you feel sorry for them, you're going to do things for them. You're evil. You are evil. You're only thinking of yourself, and the devil is your daddy. What? The devil is controlling you, man. God doesn't even care. That's crazy. And you're trying to play God? And that's why America will end up have to suffer for it. Because you're trying to play God. God is not even interfering with these people. And America doesn't even have God in it anymore. They have no love. America has no love. Right? So in what is it, Minnesota, right? In Minnesota, the what do you call it? The Somalian are taking over, right?
We have enough problems. We don't want that.
And Trump has something to say to them, right? Trump has something to say.
We don't want those people. We have enough problems. We don't want those people.
Is that a year, 2 years?
No time limit.
And then
but it could be a long time.
You said that.
We don't want those people. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Do you understand that?
I understand.
Who are you with?
I'm with News Nation. So
Okay,
my
News
name's
Nation.
Liberty.
News Nation. Great. Right.
Thank
Let
you,
me just tell you something. We don't want those people. Does that make sense? You know why we don't want them? Because many have been no good, and they shouldn't be in our country.
They shouldn't be in our country. Shout out to Trump, man. Yeah, America should be glad that they have Trump. Man, if what's her name, Kamala Harris was president, oh Lord, it would be worse. It would be worse. It would be worse. You guys should be happy. You guys have Trump. He's trying to do his best to keep the country alive. But yet, you have these so-called females that want to be leaders. Want to be mama. They want to mama the people. Just like when you have a kid, right? And the kid need to grow up and learn and figure out life for themselves, because life is not easy. Life is hard. And life is not really hard. You just think it's hard, so it makes it hard, right? So but the mama wants to overbear and protect the kid, how will the kid learn? How will the kid learn when the kid go out there in the world and the world hit him in the face? He's just gonna cry and go home to mama and live with mama for the rest of his life. Mama set you up, man, and the government want to be your mother so they can stay in power and control you. You ask for a leader, you're gonna get a leader. Why do you people need a leader? Or vote Trump to do a job and he's doing their job. Trump is not your leader. He's doing a job that you vote him to do. You literally is paying him, and I don't think he's taking any money. If I'm not mistaken, he's not taking any money, right? He's literally doing it for free. But yet you have Ilhan Omar that wants to be your leader. These people don't want you to be free. These people don't want you to be free. They want you to keep voting them in, and they cause a problem. So you keep think you need them to protect you and be your leaders, right? All they want is power, perceived power, right? Perceived power, because it's not power. You literally have no power, right? The more power you think you have in this world, the less power you actually have, right? Because you're just digging yourself deeper into hell. You're building this ego, this facade, this persona that you want people to see, and it's all a showcase personality that you show to people, so people judge you and think you're a good person. What a setup if I've ever seen one, right? That's a setup, because no one is good. Everyone is just fake, a fake personality they're showing you, so you can judge them. And behind your back, they're talking smack about you. And in your face, they laugh. and you believe they're your friend, right? Which is interesting.
Congresswoman, do you agree with President Trump's assumption that you married your brother to get citizenship?
This bitch married her brother, bro. Yo, can I find a clip where Trump talk about this? I'm gonna look that up.
Have you begun packing your bags for Somalia yet, Congresswoman Omar?
Not going anywhere.
You better know you're going home. You better know we're sending you home. You better know we're sending you home. You're not going anywhere? We'll see about that. Trump talks about, what's her name? Ilhan Omar. How long is this clip? 9 minutes. Bro, I'm trying to look for a clip real quick. Oh, this might...
You gotta talk up.
She said how many countries?
Is there a list? Well, I guess we gave you 19, right? And it's probably more than that.
Is that what you mean when you mean third world countries, those 19?
No, I don't think they're all third world, but in many cases they are third world. They're not good countries. They're very crime-ridden countries. They're countries that don't do a good job. They're countries...
Oh yeah, that's the clip. Wait, let's just finish.
I will be here probably longer than Trump.
Wait, do you have a message for President Trump?
Like a quarter of his age.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say to him?
Some old man losing his mind. I don't know why he's obsessed with me.
Interesting. Well, thank you, Congresswoman.
Yeah, I hope he gets help.
Thank you.
You know, she's somewhat right? Trump is older than her. She's gonna be around longer after Trump is gone. We need to ship this bitch out of the country before Trump is no longer president or able to run for office. Because when Trump is not in office, all hell is gonna break loose with these females in power and bitches. Because it's all ego, it's all pride, right? It's all pride. They're gonna be driven by pride and ego and feelings and their revenge and nastiness. That's all they run off. Nastiness, right? So she's somewhat right. Evil right when she's telling you she's gonna be around longer than Trump. So we need to get these things going. We need to get them out of the country, because I don't see anyone after Trump, than probably Nick Fuentes, that will make a bold stand on these things, right? And even Nick Fuentes, I have some questions about, right? JD Vance, he's too weak, man. He won't be able to do these things, man. I don't know about JD Vance, man. He's weak. He's a weak male. This man has his wife traveling the world with him when he has to go. Bitch, stay home and take care of the kids. What the? Right? So, like, we definitely need to get this bitch out of the country. She's evil. She's an evil woman. I'm telling you. Right? And without Trump, all hell was gonna break loose. They can't do it now. You know, Trump is around. He's still around. He's still president. He got a couple more years to go. Right? But we definitely need to get them out, because if Trump is not in office, before getting them out, it's gonna be a problem. Because these bitches they're gonna have no leash. Trump has them on a leash right now. They need to get them out of the country, because they're not even adding to the country, bro. They're just here to take away. They're literally here to take away. They want to give away the hard-working money of free, of hard-working taxpayer dollars. They want to give it away to people, lazy people, because they want these people to keep voting for them, so these people can keep getting free money. What is this, a communist country? Like, what? So you're telling me you just use capitalism to build a country, a great country, and then you want to come in and use communism to destroy it? And these people that are lazy, they don't love America, because if they love America and want to preserve America, they'll go out there and contribute to the country, to the greatest country that everyone wants to come to, America, and somewhat Canada. Canada is weak as let me get touching Canada, but everyone wants to go to America, right? Why? Because it's the greatest country on this side of heaven, right? But if everyone is lazy and taking away from the country, how can the country grow? How can the country be better? And these lazy people, right? When you stop, they won't stop, because they're getting free stuff. And they don't have to work. They don't have to work, because everything is just given to them, right? I'm looking at a Muslim, a guy with the Quran slapping bacon on it. I'll probably leave that for another stream. That's kind of funny, right? Oh, you know what? I did made a stream, because I was supposed to stream a couple of days ago, and my stream just wasn't working. I did create a file, a package. But I just randomly did this one today. But whatever, right? But let's hear what Trump has to say about this. Let's hear the big dog roar, right?
That don't register from the standpoint of success, and we.
Wait, where's the volume on this? Can we restart this?
You got to talk up.
She said how many countries?
Is there a list of...
Well, I guess we gave you 19, right? And it's probably more than that.
Is that what you mean when you mean third world countries, those 19?
No, I don't think they're all third world, but in many cases they are third world. They're not good countries. They're very crime-ridden countries. They're countries that don't do a good job. They're countries that don't register from the standpoint of success. And we, frankly, don't need their people coming into our country telling us what to do.
When you talk about
and I'm talking about like Somalia, where you have a congressman goes around telling everybody about our Constitution, and yet she supposedly came into our country by marrying her brother. Well,
shots fired.
Well, if that's true, she shouldn't be a congressman, and we should throw her the hell out of our country. You got to talk up.
Amazing. Trump is right. You're coming from a country that, oh my God, you run away from your country. You wanted to come to America so bad, you had to marry your own brother, right? And you're in the greatest country on this side of heaven, and you want to bring your Muslim beliefs here that the country wasn't built on, right? But your country is so bad that you run away from it with the ideology that you want to bring to America. You run away from it and you want to bring it to America. That makes no sense. The same thing that you run away from, you want to bring here. How does that even spell sense, right? Doesn't make any sense, right? And Trump is right. We don't need them. We don't need you. Go back to your country and go make your country great. America is already great, and Trump is making even greater. Go back to your country that you run away from and make it great. We don't need your ideology that you're running away from. And I am just repeating myself here, right? Which is crazy. Just crazy. Oh man, I think I'm gonna do a Muslim stream tomorrow. I gotta touch on these Muslim people, man. I'm pretty sure there's a clip that I actually wanted to do. Huh. Files. Oh, I'll probably leave this for tomorrow. This kind of is gonna touch on what I want to touch on. Okay. Oh, no way. Was the music connected to that file? I didn't even realize. Interesting. I kind of dislike. Oh, here we go. Complicated business, folks. What the? Alright, let's see what Trump has to say. Oh, it's not even Trump. This is Hillary. What's her name? Kamala Harris.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas? How dare we?
Well, guess what? We're saying Merry Christmas again.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas?
Kamala Harris just need to go sit down, bro. She needs to go sit down, right? These are just some random clips. I haven't really vet them. So what is this? This is saying, 2,600 foreign workers protesting in Toronto for fair review of their immigration application, right? Oh, Jasmine Crockett was talking about, I think I'm going to leave that for tomorrow, actually. I remember that clip. I want to react to it, but I'm going to leave it for tomorrow. I'll put a better show together for tomorrow, so I'm more prepared. This is just random stuff.
Today we are here at the protest going on in Toronto downtown for the OANP skilled trade workers. They are here from last 11 days and I was an international student. I became a business owner, so I am an employer. Two of my employees are here protesting and they are genuinely working in Canada. When their work permit is over, they are saying, now your stream is over, you can go back home. But this is not right. There are 2,600
Bro, what?
people, they're fighting.
How dare you? How dare you? You came here on a wait. hear what this guy really just said, bro. I want you to pay attention, right? Listen to what this guy really said.
Today we are here at the protest going on in Toronto downtown for the OANP skilled trade workers. They are here from last 11 days. And I was an international student. I became a business owner. So I am an employer.
So he was an international student. So, you know, can international students come? They end up getting permanent resident after, right? Which is ridiculous, right? Ridiculous, right?
My employees are here protesting and they are genuinely working in Canada. When their work permit is over, they are saying, now your stream is over, you can go back home. But this is not right. There are
Who are you to tell the Canadian people what is not right when you came to their country and as an international student, and you were allowed to get permit? That's kind of crazy, right? And now this is not right. We have the right. You have no right to this claim, buddy. Like, what is this guy even talking about?
2,600 people, their files are being returned. If government thinks they are fraud, they can open up the files and they can review them. But it's not right saying all the 2,600 people that you can go back home and not giving fair decisions. We are here protesting and it's -4 degrees right now and my hands are numb right now with the cold.
That's your decision. What the? No one told you to go do that.
This country supports immigrants and it's a multicultural country. But right now, all I can see is online hate. If you think some people are playing with your rules, you can kick them out. But you can't kick 95% of the people who are doing right in this country. So wake up, Canada. You have to do better. Today,
bro. What is this? Yo, I actually want to see the comment section on this one. Where's the comment sections? I want to see what people says in here. This guy's right. You should not be able to own your own business if you're an international student with a student visa. He's right, right? See, these people are so entitled. They're so entitled. And this is because of Canadian. This is because of the government that you keep voting in. Canadian has no love. You guys, you claim that you're the nicest person, but that's such a lie. It's a lie. There's nothing nice about you. There's nothing good about you. You guys are just put on a showcase personality. Now the situation has gotten so drastic, it's becoming, drastic measure has to be taken. Because these entitled Indians, or Singh, whatever you want to call them, you're so entitled because you have a weak government that wants to be politically correct, wants to be nicey and appeal to people, which I guess you appeal to people with their emotions. You can control them and you can keep getting elect because people like to feel emotions. People go off their emotions, which tell me the world is evil because emotions are from the devil. It's evil. You're only not realizing that you're unconscious. To be present is to realize these emotions come from thought, come from the imagination, and because you don't notice them, they become feelings, and they're telling you what to do, and you're doing it, right? So he's sitting here being an entitled guy that came here on an international student visa. I don't know if he got permanent resident after, right? Saying this is not right. He's literally telling you guys that this is not right. And he's using you guys calling them out as hate crime because too much Indian and Singh and Muslim and all these Allahu Akbar people, too much of them are in the country. And they're here, so the price of housing go up, the price of rent goes up, the price of food goes up. All these things goes up because Canada wants to have multicultural. And he's telling you this is a country of immigrants. No, it's not. This country was built by white people, and because they feel bad for these third world people, they take them in. And look at the problem: more crime, more white people getting robbed, more car getting stolen. People can't drive properly. You're causing accidents. You can't read the signs. You can't do these things that make the country great in the beginning of how this country was built. And now you're here protesting and feel entitled that no, this is not right. Canadian has the right to send you guys back to your country. It's their country. You're not entitled to their country. Like, what am I listening to? This is crazy, right? And even though I'm an immigrant here, I understand because these people are entitled to your country. They're entitled because they come here to get free healthcare and all of these things. Right? Which there's a communist mentality. Like, bro, what is he even talking about? But this is the Canadian people's fault. You guys keep voting in the same idiocracy of government. And they keep letting the immigrants in. And not the one, let's say people come here legally. A lot of them don't come in here legally. They just come in student visa alone or student international visa. And then they get to stay here forever, which is crazy. Just crazy. Crazy to me. Right? Is there anything else I want to touch on? There's a lot more, but I'm going to save those for another stream. Oh, it's 10:20 already. I think that's gonna be the stream for today, man. What a mess! This Muslim guy crying, bro. What a beta! This guy is lying.
I had to relive the whole thing again.
This is a play. This is a play, right? It's playing with you. It's playing with you for you to judge him and side with him. He's like a female. You know, a female will cry and get all emotional and manipulate you so, oh, feel sorry for me. And by you judging him, you feel sorry for him. You judge yourself. You feel bad for him. You know, you get these feelings. You know, these feelings that are thoughts, and you're not realizing that thoughts are telling you to feel bad for these guys. This guy, you're judging him. He's the evil inside of him wants a reaction outside of him with the evil inside of you, so you can judge yourself and be like, oh no, I feel bad for this guy. And then you start judging him, emotionally manipulating you to get you to side with him, so you feel bad for him. How can you feel bad for someone else? Tell me, how can you feel bad for someone else? How? I want to know. Let me know. I would love to know, right? There's no you to feel bad for anyone. God doesn't even feel bad for these people. God is not even trying to intervene to help these people. Because there was a way that was already made. But you want to be evil. You want to stay with the devil because you love your thrills. You love to feel bad for people.
Hearing every voice,
You love the thrills because emotion drives you. It tells you what to do and you do it. And then after it's done, and even if it's something you don't want to do, you end up doing it, and then after you feel bad about doing something you did not want to do. And then you judge yourself again. And evil has you. Evil is your daddy. Satan is your God. And you loves it. You actually love it. Because if you didn't love it, you would let go of it. You would let go of it. If you didn't love evil, you would let go of it. But you love it. You love evil. You love how it makes you feel. And you love that feeling. You love it so much. You love it. You love evil, man. You love it so much. You love the thrills. Isn't that amazing? But I think that's the stream for today, man. We'll be back on tomorrow. I'll make sure. This was a more loosey-goosey kind of show. But I'll make sure I have a what do you call it? A package set up really good tomorrow. Right? But thanks for the views, man. Thanks for who's watching, who wants to hear, who wants to really see what's going on in the world, to find your way back to the teacher. Let no man be your teacher. Let no one be your leader, because you already have a leader. You already do. It's God. And Jesus is the example. That's why he says God, then Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, woman over children. That's the order, man. The teacher is within you. Just practice staying present, and you'll find the teacher. He'll make everything clear to you. You know? But we're signing off. Peace in the Middle East, if not in your hearts. If there's any such thing. But a lot of people don't want it, so whatever. Peace.